All right, guys, so before we get to building, one more step, planning. So I knew exactly what I wanted over here with a big mountain, the mini base, and the hangar. I had no clue what I wanted over here. I knew I wanted a waterfall in the middle as that kind of a centerpiece, but I didn't really know beyond that. So this is the plan. We're gonna go over it and then just get into building the pool. Sorry for these episodes being a ton of planning. I know last episode we got a ton of building done, but a lot of these earlier episodes we do need a lot of planning, and of course plans change, but this is the ones for now. So we're gonna have the medium mountain, which is what this is gonna be called now. It's running to here on this level, and then turning and running this way, and then turning again and running to the back of the mock. That's the medium, and then of course the waterfall, the pool, and then this will all be ground level. Well, then the small mountain is going to continue running to here where it's gonna meet the medium mountain. And then this medium mountain is going to turn and cut off here. Originally, I was gonna have this medium mountain meet here and like just have the little one stop, but I had a new idea. So the small mountain is going to be all of this level. So this base plate pretty much, and part of this is all gonna be the small level, and then this medium mountain is just gonna come and cut off. And that will give us another ravine. So here we have, the big ravine with this wall and this wall, but now we're gonna have another much tighter, and then it's gonna open up. What I'm gonna do with that is, let me grab it real quick. I'm gonna go back to the original idea of having an MTT driving through this ravine and getting attacked from both sides. So I'm gonna put an MTT right about here, driving along in between this medium mountain and this medium mountain, and we'll have the clones who are all on this side kind of spilling over. And then I have another one, and I might put it behind it or another separatist vehicle, but I was running out of room for separatist vehicles, and this opens up a huge possibility for separatist vehicles and for spider droids climbing up this wall. So they're climbing over there, but I'm gonna move them here so they're climbing up. I think it'll look very cool, and it'll give us kind of a more, cooler depth to the battle, as if like it's not just all one level back here, it's like multi-tiered. Will cost a little bit more to make the mountain this long, but I'm willing to do that, especially if we can make it look just like this, because this will be the height of this mountain, of course. I think it'll look really cool. So that's a lot of talking for today's episode. So we're gonna finish it off with just building this pool, and then I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright guys, so this is the basis for the water. As you can see, we're nowhere near done. We need all this dark translucent blue. We're gonna litter that pretty much everywhere on it. But in the meantime, this will do. This gives us the rough general outline of what it's supposed to look like. Here's kind of where the waterfall drops, and that's why it's wider. So we're gonna have to buy a ton more blue pieces, because we have a river that needs to go all the way back to the end of the mock, and of course we need the waterfall and this. So I'm gonna do an order at some point of just like 500 of these 1x2 blue little pieces, and then just a bunch of cylinders just to get that waterfall look, and then of course some other plates and stuff for the water. Another problem I had last time is, and actually I didn't even think about this time, is all of these edges, I don't have matching for the primary colors for the mock itself. So I don't know how I'm going to get around that. Probably have to build over it, kind of like this, but we'll see. Another thing we could do is we could order the exact same piece but in the other color. That's possible. I could literally just fix that right now by getting rid of this one. That would fix a lot of problems. So that kind of sucks. Hey, that was a huge oversight. I'm not really gonna change it, but we will have to figure out how to get around that. Another thing is that the old river is kind of the same level as the ground, and in real life that's not a thing. So I need to figure out how we're gonna build up the land. I think it'll literally just be kind of like this, you know, encroaching on it and getting rid of this kind of bend, but still, like, you know, you get the picture. Anyway, so for the remainder of this episode, I'm gonna be just kind of working on random things. Most likely it'll be plating off and working kind of over here where we have the plates and the means to build. Sadly, we can't work on the water or the waterfall for a really long time. That's okay. We're gonna kind of leave this side of the base kind of barren for a while, primarily focusing on this because this is what we have the pieces for, and this is the easiest to build in my opinion. So without further ado, let's just jump right back into plating and stabilizing this. Alright guys, so to end the episode, we're just going to talk about one little problem that I just ran into and that we'll have to address in a future episode. It won't be next episode, but be a couple episodes down the line. So I completely forgot once again that you have to build the mountain before you can plate anything, and even though these plates are further back, it's really hard for me to reach up and over them, and of course I can't go from the other side because there's a whole mock there. So this will be the first mountain that I build backwards, so that's a problem for one. I've never done that, but we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll turn out fine. Another problem is we can't plate that part off until we have the pieces, but that'll work in our favor because when I order the mountain pieces, I will also order our bulk order of 16 by 16s. Now, these 16 by 16s, I am going to need about, did the math earlier, it's about 52 if I want to cover this entire area. I'm going to redo the math because I might just go ahead and use some of these plates instead, and then that'll save me some money. But definitely in this corner, I want 16 by 16s. In this entire back section, up until about, you know, here where the big mountain ends, I want 16 by 16s, just because I want that support of, you know, this is all solid plastic for 16 spaces, whereas a bunch of these thrown together, you know, it's only 6 or 12. And then of course, the problem comes to, do I have enough filler brick for this massive project? The answer would be no. That's the short answer. I will get some more, but since we're building this in stages and the large mountain won't be built for a very long time, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to wrap up this episode here. I know I said I'd get more done, but as it turns out, I just kept running into complications. I did get mapped out where I kind of want the mountain to go. So as you can see, you know, we have the actual mountain look, and then this is just a flat line. It's behind a waterfall. Doesn't really matter what it looks like. I'm gonna build rock work till about here, in here, and then it's going to be a straight wall because, you know, why would you build a mountain, you know, behind a waterfall? So that's how it's going to be. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I know it's a little shorter and a little more talkative than the other ones, but I'm just trying to get stuff figured out, like I said. So please be patient, and in the next couple episodes, we'll get a lot more building done. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.